with them doing these electric guitar pickups, which I'm grooving on. I got my new signature set of pickups, huh?
Wow.
Dig
I heard
me.
about those.
Self-fist. Anyway,
Self-fist.
I don't think I've done that before, and
Self-fisting.
shan't do it again.
I'm not sure I've got the sort of the elbow dislocation to be able to self-fist.
Woo! Some yoga classes, you'll be in like Flynn. Wow, this is taking a turn.
Try it.
Elbow deep
I
turn.
haven't got over the self-fist yet.
So I'm doing that. I'm doing some yoga maneuverings in the dark with myself. And so I'm doing the Fishman thing. And then with our Wildwood friends, we are doing these kind of quasi-extemporaneous videos and
really enjoy
hanging out with you cats.
You know what? We really enjoy the Wildwood videos.
Well, likewise
I feel
with your
like
efforts.
It's a little bit like us, but better.
Yeah.
What?
In every single
A lot
regard,
better.
In every single regard possible. Better
A lot
player.
better player.
Better gags.
Yeah.
Nicer set location.
Better guitars.
Better country.
Better music store. Everything.
But that's good
basically.
because it
You
gives
know-
us something to go towards. You know.
Well, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about. But you know what? I appreciate that kind of talk. But your video, you know what's a huge difference between your videos and our videos? You've got like 1 million views per video. And
I get 5 million a month, but those 5 million people, once they've seen one of my videos, they go, "Nah, Wildwood are much better."
Well, you know, we have fun doing them, and as I'm sure you guys
That's
do.
the key, man.
You
That
know.
is the key. That's the thing that you've got that I'm learning.
Well, you know what? We
Fun.
just like to have fun at all times.
Fun.
Are you deploying the banana at will?
He deployed it.
You know, I had it
Hourly.
in my pocket earlier, and I was just saying I had a gag ready to go because Greg's one of the funniest guys alive, and I was going to say, if I got a banana in my pocket, I'm like, pleased to see you. I've actually got a banana in my pocket. But I realised the last time I put a banana in my pocket, I was on tour. I forgot it was there for a day, played the gig, and then got back to the hotel and discovered my pocket was full of
Yeah, can you imagine that?
oranges. But actually it was just a banana that had deployed its load,
Indeed.
self-deployed into my own pocket.
Banana
So,
spunk.
but so that was.
I thought you were going to say that there was a cavalcade of vixenry waiting at your stage
I
door.
learned my yellow lesson well, and now I keep my banana unsheathed as
Indeed.
much as possible in the presence of men. So I got a question about guitar playing.
Yes, sir.
Because I have noticed that you can do many different styles, but the one style of yours that I particularly admire is the chicken picking.
Ah, yes.
So, yeah, I have heard of such a skill.
The poultry in motion, as Bill Kirchen likes to say.
How did you learn that skill? Was there a particular teacher, or did you just absorb the music a lot? Or
You know what? It all started with old. Actually, this is kind of funny. It started with English, guys. It started with Albert Lee and Mark Knopfler.
Right.
That's where I first learned my first Beckett was actually Mark Knopfler.
Oh, okay.
And I would sit down and just kind of go back and forth, like, how is he getting that damn sound? And also, thank you for that. And also Jeff Beck on that.
Run away.
It was so important. He had to get someplace exceedingly important and had to defile our shot.
it's fine, because his ass is on this camera now.
His sweet,
forever.
his sweet,
Captured his demon spirit in our box.
his
Joy.
sweet cheeks were there for all of us to admire.
So Mark Knopfler and Albert Lee.
Correct. And then from there, I started getting, and also Roy Buchanan and Danny Gatton, kind of right off the bat. Ray Flack, another Englishman, I got into. And then from there,
Did you
I
ever meet
started.
Danny Gatton?
I did. I did a show with Danny Gatton.
How old were you when you? Because you must have been pretty young.
I was 24-ish,
Okay.
and it was our band, Danny Gatton and Mick Taylor.
What the Stone?
You know,
the
I have
X-Stone.
Yes.
I have a theory about why Greg is so articulately quick. He has such a wide vocabulary. His playing is so technically articulate and lovely and crisp. And I think it's because the higher up you go on Earth, the thinner the altitude, and the easier it is for the brain to operate. And obviously, he's quite a statute high person. He's very tall.
Here I thought it was all the
Sure.
cocaine, and
No, it's the thinner air at the top.
not that I.
So what challenges have you got left as a guitar player that you still
Oh,
need
it
to?
never ends. I'm practicing all the
Really?
goddamn time. You know, there's always little jazzy thing. You know, the thing is about guitar playing, everyone's like, oh, this guy did this. And everything's been done and like better. I mean, you just start paging through the past and you look at Django and you're like, well, okay, that's going to take the rest of my entire life to get anywhere close to some of those amazing things that the Djangonator did. The whole Chet Atkins arsenal is frightening.
Def
And
Jack.
then there's just, you know, all the nuancy blues stuff. I always got to kind of recalibrate and go back to all that stuff. So there's never a dull moment. And then I'm trying to put it together in some kind of soup of wrongdoing to call my own, which of course has made me the thousandaire I am today, hundredaire, if you will. So it's kind of a combination of all those things. It's trying to digest new things, trying to always come, and that's where the videos are so fun, because a lot of times Steve will tell you that a lot of the tunes that I'll write for my records, I'm noodling all day, and by the end of the day, the embryonic thing has now kind of come together, or and so and then I'll go back to my hotel room, and I got 4 kids at home, so when I'm at home, there's not a whole lot of time for engaging in spirited musical congress, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
So when I go out to Wildwood, I get back to my hotel room, I'm on the inner Google, I like to listen to these gospel guys, this Isaiah Sharkey guy, and this Eric Walls, and I'll check out their chord shit, and I'll go, I'll take this and this and this, and try to put it together in
It's
some
like
kind
a
of...
salad bar, pick and mix.
If you will,
Yeah.
pour some strange elixir
some
on top,
chops.
and just
On your
feast.
corporate Russian
Feasts
leaves.
of the musical activity.
So what was the last guitar that you picked up that really inspired you?
Today? Well, at the home front, I've recently had a head-on collision with a Reverend Descent baritone.
Really?
With a wiggle bar on it. And I've been engaging, I'm putting together a little organ trio. My son plays drums, and I got this buddy of mine who's kind of a
Organ player, one would guess.
Exactly.
Yes,
Did you breed
his
a band?
strange organ trio with that one.
It's an interesting thing, because then I'm able to do kind of the bassy thing on the baritone, so when he's doing his thing, he can kind of be less tethered, and then also engage in vigorous fretmanship if need be, and he does the bass part. So that's been kind of fun. So that guitar has inspired me to kind of suss out some different
I would say the
things.
same. I had the similar experience with the new PRS SE baritone.
Uh-huh.
It was it's like a semi-hollow P90 loaded baritone. So it's not a gent thing.
Right.
So you get it and you start playing and you start going, actually, this is here I go, somewhere else.
Exactly. And even if you play the same thing that you normally play and also it sounds totally delish.
I had a similar
Big.
experience with my SG recently.
You did.
You know what? I hate to say it, but I went on tour, came back, and when someone's left an SG in my room, and if I'd bought it, I had a lot of guitars. I'm guilty of that issue. And
Thanks.
Friend
Come again.
makers.
Come again.
And I just,
Anyone else?
I was just thinking that probably because of the SG, I can't even. My mind has stopped working. It
That's
went,
all right. SGs are a powerful weapon. That's
I
all.
really enjoyed playing the SG.
What's this?
What? There's
Someone's
some kind
pointing
of a vigorous Lester
a brand
Palfus
new
model.
designed.
Vic, what the heck? What's going on? We've just been handed some kind of bold.
This is payment for this interview that we're doing on the Gibson stand.
Excellent. Let the games begin.
Now you can't hear this because we're not plugged in, but if you could, it sounds like. This one sounds like. What does this one sound like, Lee?
No. What is this? True Historic 59? 58? Might be a 58. Or it's 58 with this squarey top on it. I don't know. You're the guitarist. You tell me. What do you think? You a Les Paul man?
I do like the Lester Palfus model. This seems like a 58.
I think 58 with a crazy top on it.
It is.
Oh, hello.
Bought a whole shipment of. Believe it or
If
not.
we all had semi-acoustics and they were all in tune.
And what is this creature
I
here?
got a lot of sunshine.
275, is it? Yeah, a prototype 275. Are we allowed to have prototypes on camera?
Kind of like a mini birdland of sorts. Mike Volts, you are a demon seed.
Have we
With
got
your
another?
crazy renderings? What is that there? That's the same thing with.
No, he's much bigger, I think.
That's what they all say, Lee.
Red one got flat ones on it.
It has.
It's like a throwback to the 60s.
Do you want some flat ones?
Oh, do you mind?
No, not at all. I don't know how they got so many Gibson guitars on the Fender booth, but
Right? Wow, this is awesome. Mike Volts has done it again.
It's the Memphis guy.
we can never have Greg Cock on our guitar show.
Let's look me just a little bit. Shine. Nicely done. Ooh.
I like that though. What is that? Oh, let me see in your hole. It is an
At
ES.
least 3 fingers in this one.
That's an ES. I don't understand. How is this the same guitar as this one? It's completely different. The badge says it's the same, but it's not. So, any other plans for the rest of the NAMM show then?
Well, other than my 5 daily onslaughts at at Fishman Central, and then roaming and doing these crazy Wildwood activities, by the time I get back to my room after dinner, down for the count.
Yeah.
Till I wake up in the morning. My wife is 2 hours different.
Oh no, turn it back on.
That was great. It's the best thing we've done all day long.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was a powerful,
I tell you,
powerful
seriously.
jam we just heard.
Yeah.
You know, here at the Gibson booth, they give you the tools to
That was
break into extemporaneous dance.
It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
More than once. And I did say, and I'll say again, when you come to the UK, I'd like a lesson on a bit of chicken picking stuff.
It shall be done.
Because it would be really cool.
Chicken picking fricassee.
Yes, I have to now leave because I've got a meeting. But you can stay if you want.
I think, you know what? I'm gonna hang with Greg when he comes into the UK.
All right.
We're gonna do some stuff with Andertons.
That sounds good. I love it.
Put some.
You know what? We'll even put you in a hotel.
Stuff up for
And
yeah.
And we'll eat some delicious
British food.
Delicious British
bangers
food.
and mash, perhaps.
You don't want to do that. We'll
I
take
do
you
enjoy
to
the
India.
English breakfast, though, is something I am quite
Balti.
fond of.
Yeah.
Except the blood pudding thing I'm not feeling.
Do you know
Oh,
what?
it's called
I read the
black
other
pudding.
day, scientifically now, well, we call it black pudding, but blood pudding is what it really is. That's actually very good to you. Very
Really?
good for you. Yeah. I don't know why.
But the,
According to-
the mushrooms are
The
happening.
mushrooms.
It's good for you according to Blood Pudding Manufacturing Incorporated.
Yeah, that was the press
It's,
release from Blood
Exactly.
Pudding Inc.
Yeah.
This is really
Funny
good
how
for
those
you.
things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat dry blood. It's really good for
You know
you.
what's really bad for you is vegetables and fruits.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But blood pudding, let the good times roll.
Yeah. I have been Rob Chapman.
I've been the captain.
And I'm Gregory Stephen Cock, Esquire.
Oh, he's worked on that one.